All right, let's talk about what's happening here. So when you're looking at this equation, let's talk about what the solution, what x represents. So first of all, they have a coupon for 10% off. That's this minus 0.1x, because remember that 10% is the same thing as 0.10, or we could simplify that to 1/10. So it's taking the original price minus 10% times my original price, and then we add the 270, which is the $2.70 in sales tax, to give me the total price of $56.70. So what does this x stand for? Well, x would have to be the original price of the jeans. So take a minute and make sure that makes sense to you. You've got the original price minus 10% times the original price. So this is that 10% off coupon. You add the $2.70 for sales tax, and it gives $56.70 total. So the solution is the original price of the jeans. That's what x stands for. All right, and then how we could verify? Well, just like always, if I plug 70 in for x in both places, it's not going to work. Pull out your calculator, do it. 70 minus 0.1 times 70 plus 270, and it does not equal $56.70. However, if you take 60 and plug it in for x, so you do 60 minus 0.1 times 60 plus 270. You can verify that right now on your calculator, and you get $56.70 as your answer. All right, so on the next activity, it's going to ask you, let me click ahead. On the next activity, it's going to give you some equations where all of these equations are starting with the same initial equation, and they've done some sort of move. Okay, we're going to do the first one together, equation A. So for equation A, how did they get from my original equation to this equation? That's the question. That's the move. What was done? Well, it looks like everything has been multiplied by 100. So even here, the 5670 became 5,670. This was 1x, now it's 100x. Every single term was multiplied by 100. It's a little hard for me to write on the screen, but that's what we have. So the interpretation here is that, like, for instance, instead of talking about this in terms of cents, like $2.70, maybe we're just talking about the number of pennies. So we could say there's 270 pennies instead of $2.70. Kind of a weird way to write it, but technically, yeah, you could do it that way. And so then this third question, the same solution, this is where we want to check. We need to check if 60 is still a solution to the equation. Okay, so what that means is I'm going to plug 60 in for x here and here and check and see if it equals 5,670. And you're going to do that in each of these cases for these different ones, because we want to know, is it the same solution when I do that move? Some of these moves are going to work, some of them are not. So you're going to do that for A, B, C, D, E, and F. And then you're going to tell me on the open response which ones worked and which ones didn't.